The following is a live presentation of Strathroy Rockets Hockey. Aspro's in alone. Daniel Aspro, breakaway, scores! Runs to the net here, still has it. Over to the side, center, scores!
Well, good evening, hockey fans, and welcome inside the West Middlesex Memorial Center for some Tuesday night hockey here from Strathroy as the Komoka Kings and the Strathroy Rockets battle here in the Battle of Middlesex County, the fifth meeting of the season between these two clubs. Noah Smith, Eldon Dunseith here to call the action for you on a Tuesday night. Eldon, it is good to be back in the booth here a little bit earlier than we expected. Well, we knew it was coming here. It was on the schedule, but a Tuesday night game feels different. There's a little bit of a different feeling in the air tonight.
It is different. The canteen's closed for anybody who's interested. I wanted to go buy some fuzzy peaches. But yeah, it is definitely different when you play through the week here. The games are always on the weekend. I grew up here. They were on Sunday nights. I used to come to the Blades games and the Rockets when they became that, but it's been Saturdays for several years now. But you're right, and they do only play this with Komoka. Because the Kings also have Saturday night home games, and they had to find another place to play, or another day to play the games here.
So the Rockets and Kings get set to battle here, and a lot of guys out of the lineup on either side. Some injuries, some guys that are just away. We'll go through them now. First, for the visiting Komoka Kings, the scratches: Jack Uniacke, Easton Cowan, Nicholas Yearwood, Nolan Burnside, Matthew Goff, and coming into the lineup tonight, Alex McLeod also out of the lineup for the Kings tonight. Jagan Chanderdat will come in tonight for the Komoka Kings as they have not one, not two, but three of their top guys out of the lineup tonight for this road matchup.
These games have been tight all year. We talk about it all the time, how one-goal games, shootout games between these two teams. And the only two games they have left are both here. A couple of Tuesday night games, got another one coming up in the not too distant future. And again, we come into a situation where the Rockets, if they're going to find a way to get 2 points against the Kings, them missing some of their guys just might be the night. However, over to the Rockets lineup.
Yeah, over to the Rockets lineup. Things don't get any better on the Strathroy side of things. Some scratches for them and two new faces coming into the lineup. Two guys that we actually have seen earlier on in the season. The scratches tonight for Strathroy: Cole Smith not in the lineup on defense. Brandon Spezial, Tage Gallant, Blake Hall, Charlie Burns, and Chaz Nixon all scratched tonight for Strathroy. Down on the bodies for sure. Jonathan Tenhag will come into the lineup tonight for Strathroy, as well as Jacob Montesi. Montesi will wear number 4. Tenhag will wear number 25. Both of those guys we've seen already throughout the season. They know the guys that they're coming into the dressing room with, and they should come in nicely.
Yes, they'll fit in for sure. They've played here before, but those are not insignificant names that are some of those that are out of the lineup for the Rockets.
So the Rockets and Kings battling here. As we mentioned, some close games as the season has started for these two clubs. You look back to the games that have taken place over at the Wellness Center in Komoka. The Rockets took 2 of those to a shootout. They lost the other one by a single goal. And then when they came to Strathroy earlier on in the season, another 1-goal loss. Komoka has been having a good season so far. They've slipped a little bit in the last few weeks here, but they've had a good season. At one point, they were sitting up in the second, third spot in the Western Conference, and you looked at it and you say, the Rockets have played these guys well, and they're sitting up at the top of the conference, and the Rockets are teetering on the edge of a playoff spot.
Exactly, and it's one of those things where sometimes you see a team and they're just good enough to lose, just good enough to get to overtime, or just good enough in one of those games. An unfortunate bounce that ended up in the winning goal with under a minute and a half left was the other game. So, you know, you run into situations like that where they play a team tough and you look at that team and you're like, we're almost as good as them. We'll see what happens tonight.
As mentioned for the Kings, some guys out of the lineup tonight. The two biggest ones, Easton Cowan and Nicholas Yearwood. They haven't played many games without those two in the lineup tonight. But for the Kings, they're 0-3-1 without those two. One of those two in the lineup for them tonight, so they'll see if they can get their first win without a Cowan or a Yearwood in the lineup. The Rockets will look to end what has turned into a 5-game losing streak. A loss tonight could equal their season high, a 6-game losing streak. They'd like to try and avoid that tonight here on home ice. They are on the road Friday night in St. Thomas to take on the Stars. and then back home on Saturday night as well. We'll now take it down to ice level here at the West Middlesex Memorial Center as we get set for the national anthem. So the anthem's complete and just about ready for puck drop here in Strathroy on a Tuesday night. It's the Kings and the Rockets getting set to do battle. Noah Smith, Eldon Dunseith here with me in the booth as we get set for this one. Eldon, it is the 5th meeting of the season between these two clubs. We talked about how it's been close all year long. This is probably the most different we've seen it between the two clubs. A lot of guys out of the lineup, some new faces in. Both teams on a little bit of a down compared to where they want to be.
100%. It's going to be a little different. We've got some kids playing who don't normally play, or at least not regularly. And Matthew Brazeau, who, since the acquisition of Chaz Nixon, hasn't played a whole lot, gets a start in net here tonight for the Rockets.
His second straight start in goal for Matthew Brazeau. It's Omar Hage on the other side for the Kings. They'll be going from left to right wearing their white jerseys. The Rockets wearing the reds tonight, going from right to left here. We're underway. The face-off as the Rockets take control right away. It's a dump in, chipped inside the Komoka zone. No icing here. The Rockets will try to set up. Now it's the Kings working their way out through center. Long dump in on Brazeau, who has to bat that one into his glove and make the save. Our first stop, 16 seconds into the hockey game.
I think he was intending to direct that toward the corner, but it took a weird hop up straight up in front of him off his goal stick, so he decided to catch it. I think the first player to it would have been a Komoka King, so it was probably a good decision.
Face-off one back to Ty Johnson inside the Strathroy zone. And now picking that one up, Piercy to Faulkner, and a nice pass over to Balaz and across the blue line, and a shot on that one over top of the goal. Showing off that wrist shot early on is Balaz, and now a dump in will go off as stick and out of play. We'll get a whistle just inside the Komoka blue line.
He doesn't seem to get a chance to shoot it often lately, but when he does, he's got a really, really hard wrist shot. If he could ever get the payload on goal a little more often, his goal totals would climb.
Back to the Strathroy line, and now dumped in from center. He'll take a hop off the end boards and be covered up by Omar Hage out front. Hage, the starting goal tonight for this Komoka Kings team that has now found themselves back in 5th place in the Western Conference. It's quite a drop-off once you get past 6, so I don't know if they'll drop that far, but for the Kings here, down a couple of your big stars. You'd like to get some wins here, especially against the Rockets team who's been struggling as of late. Down low, it's Nelson in the corner. Back behind the net, Perry. Perry looking out front, fires one in, and it's going to be covered up by Hage.
55 seconds and 4 whistles. A lot of stop and go here to start the game. And you're right, the Kings might not be in that top tier of the Western Conference, but they're definitely in the second tier, and I can't see them really falling much beyond 5th place, to be quite honest.
It's a big point shot by Marshall, stopped again by Hage, so yet another whistle here. Already a handful of stoppages, just 58 seconds into this contest as we ease our way out of the gates.
Bit of a feeling out here. Nobody really wants to let the puck stay in play in their own end very long.
Draw one back by the Kings and picked up behind the net there by Tidgewell. Lost it in a chance out front. Couldn't get a shot off. Now point shot on. Blocked. Habib, another chance. This one blocked again, but by Nelson this time. And the Kings will work it out through center. Dumped in by the captain, McElwain. And now the Kings a chance to chase. Up to the blue line. Captain is now slow to get back up off the ice here. It'll be the Rockets carrying it up through center. Perry looking shot. That one's going to go off a stick and find its way over top of that line and out of play inside the Komoka zone.
Talk about the standings. This would be, we talk often about being a big 2 points. The Rockets are only 2 points behind the St. Thomas Stars. And they play St. Thomas on Friday night. So if they could come out of here or go into St. Thomas Friday night tied, that would be preferable.
Into the corner here inside the Komoka zone as the Kings hand that pass over to Lewis. Lewis will get to center and he'll dump it in. It's Laszlo back on defense here for Strathroy tonight. Had some time to play up on forward on Wednesday in London, but he's back on defense here tonight as he puts that one out of play. And we were not kidding. We are limping out of the gate here to start this hockey game.
This is going to end way past my bedtime at this rate. Like 7 or 8 whistles. We've only played a minute and 42.
At this rate, we might be here till well after 10 o'clock. Back behind the chance out front there for the Kings, and it's fired wide. Crocker will keep it in from the point. There's Lewis with the chance here as the pass will get past Dylan Dundas and out, but the Kings dumping it right back in. Into the corner, looking to try and play that one up. Losing it and getting it back over to Hogarth. Hogarth over to Dundas. Dundas will carry it in on the right side. Lost it. Laszlo. Now back behind the net, Hewitt. Hewitt will pick it up in the corner. Out front, Laszlo. Laszlo looking for a shot, and it's going to be knocked away by the Kings. This one will roll on its side, and it will go for an icing. As the Kings trying to get in a change there, we'll have to send a couple guys back to the bench.
Yeah, the referee, Scheffler's all over it, pointing guys back to the bench. Hey, you. I saw you come off. Whenever it ends up on its side, it rolls quickly.
Pimentel, Kane Johnson, and Jonathan Tenhag out there for Strathroy. One back to the point, and it's going to get all the way past Ty Johnson. That face-off win had a lot of juice on it. Now it will be dumped down the ice by Kindry, and another icing here.
Whoa. That was aggressive.
2:30 into this game, and the icing will bring the face-off back down into the Strathroy zone. Johnson going to be thrown out of the dot. And Jake Chanderdat, who's into the lineup tonight for the Kings, will take it. He wins it back to the point. Over to the left side. Shot thrown on goal. Back behind the net now. Kings looking to pick it up. Over to Pimentel, just out of his reach. Johnson in the corner. Trying to go look out front. It's going to be picked off. Now coming out Johnson. Knocked off his stick. Glover there to try and pick it up. Chanderdat onto the right side. Looks out front. Tipped on, and that one just over top of the net. As the Rockets look to clear here, bouncing puck of the blue line. It finally is going to get out to center. Not before the Kings dump it back into the Strathroy zone. Ty Johnson now. Bounce pass will get off the boards and out. Down the ice to the Komoka blue line here. The Rockets will change up on defense here as Habib tags in for Johnson. Pimentel, a big hit coming across the middle there on Darius Manny. Gets an applause from the Rockets bench. Inside the Strathroy zone. Habib up to Pimentel. He'll carry, get it to center, and he'll dump it in. Didn't get very far, though, as the Kings picked it back up. The Rockets almost getting caught with too many on the ice there. Had to make sure they didn't make a play on the puck. Up to the blue line. Zuckerman shot on. That one just wide. Belaz to Faulkner. Faulkner chips past, and he'll go chase. Out of his net to play it is Hage. A nice pass to get it up to the hash marks, and now back behind the Komoka net. It's going to be Crocker to set things up here. Crocker now to the blue line. Stopped by Belaz. Now to Faulkner. Faulkner breaks in. Left side. Over to Belaz. Oh, and he just missed it. That pass almost earmarked right on him there, as Marshall will have to dump it back in.
That was a nice feed by Faulkner. Belaz just couldn't get the blade on it.
Faulkner losing an edge at the line there, and the Kings will take advantage, work it past that center. Pass just out of the reach of Owen Lukings, and now Faulkner will pick it up, and this one's going to be blown down here. A penalty coming to Faulkner, and they'll call it a rough.
Completely needless penalty by Faulkner. Lukings was offside. It was a delayed call, and Faulkner basically took advantage of him not doing anything and just hit him up high. And as we discussed lately here, we've got two referees, so that stuff doesn't go unnoticed anymore.
Rockets on the penalty kill here tonight. It's the first chance of the game here as Nelson pokes that one past, and he'll come in short-handed. Might run out of room here as a backhander's on goal. Stopped by Hage, and he elects to keep the puck moving. Kings will set up now down low. Sitting back behind their own net. Already 25 seconds off the clock here on the power play. Their first of the game. Crocker now jumps in. That one hits off the linesman. Fair bounce out front, and that one's stopped by Brazeau, and he's going to cover up as the Kings gifted one right there. But it's Brazeau stopping the door.
Great job. Thoughts and prayers to the ankle of linesman Williams there. That hurts. I can speak from experience.
Face-off one back by the Kings. Crocker couldn't hold on to it at the blue line as he skates back in the neutral zone. And now onto the stick of the captain, Carter McElwain. Had that one knocked off his stick, and Nelson will clear back out to the Komoka bench and at their own blue line. Nice move at the line here as Manny brings it in. Manny in the corner. Up to Johnston. Johnston works his way in right side. Now back to the corner. Looking. McElwain shot on and stopped by Brazeau. As Brazeau covers up, 53 seconds to go here on the man advantage.
And good job that he did too. Carter McElwain putting that puck on net, and his brother Jackson McElwain was cruising through, waiting for that puck to hit the ice.
Face-off off to Brazeau's left, and it'll be one dumped down the ice by Johnson, and off the stick there, it'll make its way into the Komoka zone. Kings with 40 seconds to go here on the man advantage. Nice pass up left side, now breaking in. Jansen will dump that one back behind the net. Ty Johnson now plays it on the backhand up to the point for Tidgewell. Tidgewell now steps in. Into the corner, looks for a pass, has an open point man, hands that one off. Now he gets it back. Pass over, left side, now Coulter into the corner. On his forehand, up to the point. Jansu, back to Coulter. Looking out front, this one's going to be batted away. Tidgewell winds up and he takes a slapper. That one goes off a stick and wide. And it's going to be blown down here. And bring the face-off outside. 3 seconds left on the penalty to Faulkner.
Ty Johnson laying down to try and block that. Thankfully for him, he didn't have to. The puck got lifted right up out of play, and the face-off will be right in front of the penalty box, where Caden Faulkner will be vacating in 3 seconds.
Now Coulter will dump it in here just as the penalty expires, and the Rockets back to even strength as this one's going to be dumped down to the Komoka blue line. Picking it up at center and now working their way in. Pass to the middle, knocked away. Lewis, a nice play to try and knock that one away in the corner. Perry will pick it up behind the net. Oh, he almost turns it over to Lewis right out front. Nelson to center, he'll dump it in. And he'll take a hop off the end boards. Not quite make its way back out front as it'll be cleared up to the Komoka blue line. Now a nice pass, working his way in, shot on, and easily making that save at the top of the crease is Brazeau.
I'll angle them to the boards and let them have that shot all night long. They're not going to score, well, not very often from the top of the circle when there's no screen. Exactly 13 minutes left here in the first period. Caden Faulkner back out of the box to take the face-off. And immediately tossed out of the face-off. He was so excited.
The lads will draw in here. One back, shot on, toe save there by Brazeau as he kicks that one out. Rockets can't clear. Piercy tried to get it out, and now Habib. Over to Balaz on the right side. His back pass back to Marshall. As Marshall chipped up right out front of the bench there. Now a big hit right out front of the Strathroy bench by Faulkner, and he's going to be heading right back to the box.
Both arms in the air. That's a penalty all day. That's a penalty all day. The referees are going to get together and talk about it. The Komoka King has still not got up. I'm not going to guess who it is. I think I saw the number, but I'm going to wait until I see it. I don't want to give away to maybe one of the listeners who knows this young man. He has not got up off the ice right in front of the Rockets bench. Trainer is out to see him.
And Faulkner is going to hit the showers early here.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that at all. That was might not have been intentional, but the result was not a good one.
5 minutes up on the board here for Faulkner, and the Kings will get a big chance here early on the man advantage.
And for those, it is number 3, Chris Crocker, laying on the ice for the Komoka Kings.
Getting tended to by the Kings training staff here. We were
5 minutes.
Slow starting. Slow getting underway here as we trickled out of the gate. And now just over 8 minutes into the hockey game, or pardon me, 7 minutes into the hockey game. An injury. Crocker is up to his feet though for the Kings, which is a good sign.
He's not looking too good there.
And he will slowly make his way off the ice here.
Yeah.
An exchange of words down between the Kings on the ice and the Rockets bench.
I don't think there can really be any argument there that there was a penalty. And anytime an injury results, more often than not, it's going to be 5 minutes. And that's exactly what's happened here. 12:42 to go in the first period, and the Rockets will be short for the next 5. And they're just waiting for Chris Crocker to be slowly escorted off the ice toward the Komoka dressing room. Yeah, he's looking pretty shaky.
So the Kings will get an extended power play here on the 5-minute major to Faulkner. Chance to clear is around the boards, but kept in by Komoka. McElwain. Coulter now back down low. Hewitt to try and chase it down against the wall. He's going to tie it up with Tidgewell. Puck will come out to the slot where it's picked up and fired down the ice by Hogarth here. Right back inside the Komoka zone. Hewitt trying to tie it up in the corner here. Doing a successful job here. They kill some time off the clock. Now the Kings will get it back, and they'll get set to come up ice. Coulter's dump in. Knocked away, and Kindry will send it down the length of the ice.
Great job to kill off the first minute here of this major penalty.
Kings still with 4 minutes to go here on the major, and it'll be picked up by Nelson and fire one back down inside of the Komoka zone. Kings haven't had a whole lot of extended pressure so far, the first minute 10 of this power play, but the good news coming with that is they still got 3:45 to go with the extra man. Now the dump down pass just out of the reach there. Habib will pick it up and fire it off the short glass and out.
Great job to keep that low enough so that it didn't hit into the netting and cause a face-off in his own end.
Carrying it across the blue line. Jansu, now he stops up. Holding on to it up to the point to Manny. Manny, chance firing one on. That one tipped and just wide of the right pad of Rizzo. Into the corner now. Marshall, he tries to pick that one up. Losing a stick on the play. Now Manny. Manny keeps it in, goes into the corner. Trying to pick it up again here. Zuckerman. Zuckerman taken into the wall by Nelson, and the puck will be cleared back out to center.
Zuckerman not happy about that body check.
Back behind the net, Brazeau plays it, but it's going to go right to a King who fires one on, and it's going to take a healthy hop off the boards in the corner and back out to the neutral zone. Kings going through a change, and now the pass will find its way back into the zone. D now as they get set to set it up. It's Manny from back behind the net now. Long pass off of the skates of Jackson McElwain. Down low. Marshall picks it up and he fires that one down the ice. 2:20 to go here on the man advantage. And a penalty on the way here to Komoka. And it's going to be Manny.
Two minutes for interference will be the call. So a full 2 minutes of 4-on-4 here. And then when Manny comes out, there will only be 18 seconds left in the major. And in the first 2.5 minutes of this major penalty, if I'm the Komoka Kings coaching staff, I'm not thrilled with my power play.
One back to the point for Ty Johnson. Now to Kindry. Kindry's pass was knocked away. Into the slot. Trying to pick it up there. It's up to the blue line and out as Johnson will carry it back out to the Strathroy blue line. Now over to Kindry. Kindry to Perry, and Perry lost that one. Now he gets it back on his own stick, carrying it in across the line. Perry's bounce pass off the boards over to Kindry. Skates it into the corner. On his forehand, now spins, looks for a pass, up to the point for Ty Johnson. Leaves it for Kindry. Works his way in, left side, and a chance there as Perry's stopped. Mar Hayes getting some action here. 9:23 to go in the first.
Great job for over 2.5 minutes of killing that for the Rockets. They must have dumped it down half a dozen times in 2.5 minutes. Didn't give much in the way of pressure in their own zone.
Face-up is tied up, and the Kings will take control.
Oh.
Chance out front. Nelson looking shot. Oh, no, and it just wide of the goal there. Got past Hage and unable to bury it was Elliston.
Great job by Chris Coulter to get a stick in Elliston's way there for the Kings, or it's 1-0.
Chip pass back to Laszlo, and he had pressure right on him there as now he carries it back in across the line. Laszlo down low, bounce pass off the boards, and not taking any chances covering this one up is Hage.
But that all started because his own defender put it right off his goal stick when he came around the net. Created the chance on goal and the rebound opportunity. I don't blame him for getting a face-off.
28 seconds separate the two penalties. It will be the Kings going back to the power play after all is said and done on the 4-on-4. Now down low. It'll be Lukings with it. Nice pass through the middle. Breakout onto the stick here, trying to cut in. Got a shot off, and it's just wide of the pad. Now trying to bank it in off the back of Brazeau there. Montesi will try and tie it up. Chance out front, looking, shot on, and Brazeau stops Matthews point blank.
And Montesi did a great job on the back check there, actually. I think he may have actually got a stick on that to push it wide. But then Brazeau with a big stop from between the hash marks.
One back to the point. Lewis thought about stepping into one. It's poked off his stick by Piercy. Piercy now left side, tried to cut to the middle there, and he lost it. 15 seconds to go on the penalty to Manny. And then the Kings will be back to a very short and abbreviated power play to finish off the 5-minute major. D to D, it's Habib to carry it up the right side here. Onto the ice, Manny, right to the bench here. And the Kings, 15 seconds left here on the man advantage. They're going to get it up to the blue line. Carrying it through center here, Johnston. Johnston wide, right side, back behind the net here, still on his stick. Finally knocked off by Marshall. Is coming through the middle there. A nice poke move as Jonathan Tenhag gets that one in right out of the box, and he dumps it as the Kings coming onto the ice. Forward McElwain. McElwain drops to Johnson. Knocked off his stick by Nelson. All the way around the boards, and Hewitt now on his forehand. Nice pass chipped in at center by Nelson. He'll chase inside. Tidgewell in the corner now. All the way back. Dundas. Big hit there is coming in across was Nelson. Setting down his man. Now McElwain. Pass tipped onto the stick. Johnson. Right side, they get back. Chance out front. Another one poked away as Dundas kicks it back up onto his stick here. He'll race forward. Dundas looking shot, and that one stopped by Hage, and he'll cover up. Coming out to the top of the blue paint there. 6:53 to go here in the first.
Good effort by Dylan Dundas. Tried to use the defenseman as a screen and put it just either through or just by his legs. A little bit of a rebound, but Dundas wasn't able to get there before Hage covered it up.
Will Lewis just leaving the ice to go to the Kings locker room.
He was shaky leaving the ice. He took a hit. Actually, I think he initiated the hit and didn't get much.
Point shot, big rebound there. The Rockets couldn't find the back of the net, and a quick breakout pass onto the stick of Johnson, who fires one in. It'll be gloved down by Brazeau. They will just elect to get the whistle.
And Lewis got the worst of it, and he was a little shaky going to the bench. Uncomfortable to say the least, and as you said, he is now left, and they're already down. Chris Crocker left the ice after the hit that led to the major penalty by Caden Faulkner.
Off the draw. Chance. Janderdat shot on. Stopped by Brazeau. Cleared up to the line and kept in by Manny. Now a long pass. Onto the stick. Pimentel. Pimentel at center as he dumps that one in, taking a hit right out front of the Kings bench. And for that long pass. Off the stick at center. Habib to chase back in the corner. Fandon trying to pick it up there. Now a chance as it bounces out front and picked up again by Marshall. Now back behind the net. Kane Johnson on his forehand around the boards. Pimentel up against the hash marks, couldn't hold on to it. Now up to the line. Another shot on through traffic, well wide of the net. Take a bounce off the boards. Picked up here as Ten Hag tries to dump that one out. Glover, and now Ten Hag will pick that one up. Throw it to the middle of the ice there, and now a big hit right at center ice down below us. Onto the stick of Habib through the middle. Now Habib to center. Will dump that one in. Gets past Tidgewell. Tidgewell spins, fires one up right through the middle. And now intercepted there. Nice play by Ty Johnson to get that one away. 5.5 minutes to go here. German looks out front. Knocked away. Carter McElwain couldn't get a shot. Spins, fires on. That one stopped by Brazeau. Habib now just going to put this one up against the wall. Get tied up. Now the Rocket comes in to try and help him out. Up to the point. Point shot on. Big rebound out front as Brazeau had to make another save. Rockets just looking to clear, and they finally will as it's back out to center. Coulter and over to McElwain, who dumps it in. Pass up to Balaz. He comes in on the right side. Now Balaz. Nice move. Perry picks it up. Couldn't get a shot off there as he's taken down to the ice. Balaz in the corner. Now to Perry. Perry looking out front to Piercy. Balaz with a backhand shot. Didn't make it to the net. It was blocked. Clearing attempt to the line. Once again trying to snuff that one out. Perry. Balaz. Nice stick lift to get the puck away here. Now a quick breakout pass onto the stick there working in. Toe drag move onto the backhand. Can't get the shot off. Spins. Fires rebound out front and they couldn't find the back of the net. Oh, the chances back and forth here. The Kings with the most recent one there. Up to the blue line. And now Perry in across the blue line. Perry looking, shot on. That one stopped by Hage. Couldn't hold it in the glove there, and the Kings will play on. Dumped inside the Strathroy zone. Laszlo, a little spin move there as he was exiting the blue line. Back to Montesi here. Montesi over to Laszlo. And now Laszlo will take it back behind the Strathroy net. Quick pass over right side. Long one dumped forward at the blue line, and unable to enter the zone there. Finally, Hewitt banging away at it against McElwain, and he'll dump that one in. Coulter is back to get it. DDD off the boards. Now a long pass. Gets through everyone onto the stick of Carter McElwain. Skates backwards. Shot on. Big rebound out front. That one fired off the post. And Rockets looking to try and pick it up here as it's kicked up onto the stick of Nelson. Nelson now has it knocked away from him. Laszlo, left side. Laszlo cuts in, looking, shot on, scores! Alex Laszlo steps up in the rush. A nice move out front, and then he beats Hage. 1-0 Rockets.
Glove side high. Little housey going coming out of the corner. And I don't know if he was going to fake like he was going to go to the backhand as he walked toward the front of the net, but he didn't get that far, and he fired it far side glove high. And this has been a great back and forth, lots of action period. And after killing a major penalty, the Rockets have the lead 1-0 with 3:19 to go.
Right off the draw, Lukings pass over, shot on. Brazeau had to make a nice save here as the Kings not wasting any time getting back in and getting a chance for themselves. Now Pierce see a move at the line, puts Dundas offside.
Yeah, Dundas was on the tracks and it was only going in one direction there. And once the move happened, he was well offside.
Face off right out front of the Kings bench. Tied up and now back inside the Komoka zone. Fired off the boards. Big pass comes out there. Dundas out front. Hogarth looking. Shot on! Scores! Quick turnover out front. Hogarth beats Hage and quickly 2-0 Rockets.
He cradled it just long enough to get a better angle. I think Hage might have got a piece of it with, it's kind of like under his left arm. But Hogarth buries the biscuit and it's 2-0 Rockets. Little tic-tac coming out of the corner there. That was a nice pass.
Hage didn't have time to get set back in front of the goal.
I think Hogarth caught him off guard with how quickly he released it. Caught me off guard.
Face off at center. Now Balaz will step in, looking for the shot. Had it knocked away from him. Perry below the goal line. Balaz again. Nice play to get that one away. Now turned over out front. Nelson just spins and fires it into the corner. Balaz knocking it away here. He takes a hit. Perry looking out front. Oh, and he had Ty Johnson sneaking in. Johnson couldn't get a stick on it. Back behind the net for Balaz. Balaz able to get it up to the line. Now a point shot on. It was taken away, and able to get a stick on the play there is Kindry now at the blue line. Nelson back to Balaz. Now to Perry. Perry steps in, looking shot, scores! Carson Perry! And it's 3-0. Strathroy.
Turnover in the neutral zone there. Kindry fed it up off the boards. 2 passes later, Perry's at the top of the circle and a wrist shot fires it past Hage. And the captain has stretched this lead to 3-0.
All that, and I'll have to check my math, about just over a minute. 3 quick goals for Strathroy, and it's 3-0 here. Laszlo able to get that one over to Ten Hag. His pass through the middle was knocked away. Glover looks to the net. Pad saved by Brazeau. Big rebound comes out. Quick chance. Another one out front there. They couldn't get a shot off, and it'll be cleared back out to the neutral zone where it's picked up by Manny, and now the arm up on the play here.
I think they're both going to go.
Yeah, they're going to take them both for a cross check.
Yeah, Kane Johnson. And, that's some Johnson on Johnson crime there. Yeah, number 9, Ewan Johnson for the Kings, and number 11, Kane Johnson for the Rockets. I wear it better. No, I wear it better. Well, you can both sit for 2 minutes and think about it. Cross-checking minors for each, I believe.
They had 2 minutes up on the board there for the Kings, but I think that's going to come down as...
I don't think he gave an extra 2 there.
No, I don't think so.
There it goes.
Yeah, it's gone. And
a little 5-on-5 here.
1:48 to go here in the first.
Sorry.
Face-off will be in the neutral zone. And right out front of the penalty boxes. That picked up off the draw. Now trying to pick that one up. Elliston trying to chip it away. Coming in and knocking that one away. Stepping up, Montesi, a nice play as the Kings will have to clear. Back behind the net here, Laszlo. And now he'll get it back from Montesi, although just out of the reach of him. Trying to spin and fire and get a quick shot off there. It's going to be cleared back out to center. Laszlo and Montesi going to play catch here inside the Strathroy zone as they wait for the Kings to clear. Back to Manny inside the Komoka zone. Now chip pass by Chanderdat. He'll go chase is Laszlo. Once again, playing catch here with Montesi. Now a quick pass up to Hewitt. Hewitt steps in across the blue line, looks for a shot. That one goes off a stick. Hewitt fires one in. Pad save once again. Hage makes the stop there. Down to the final minute here of this opening period. Chanderdat on the right side will chip that one, and he'll get over top of that short glass just inside the blue line.
At this point, if I'm the Rockets and you just saw Hewitt there, just put pucks on net now. Got him a little bit rattled. 3 goals in about a minute. And the intermission can't come soon enough for Omar Hage.
Frustration on the Kings bench here.
Yeah, the faceoff's going to come outside. A little confusion here. It'll be outside the blue line here, right in front of the Rockets bench with 48.8 to go in the first period.
Will Lewis, a quick word for the linesman there. Face-off down right off the draw, and they did hold the clock there a little bit off the draw. It ran a little bit after the whistle there, and they were able to correct that with the help of the linesman. A collision at center there between Piercy and Habib. Balaz will pick it up just inside the line as he braces for impact. Now looking out front, Hogarth back behind the net, looking to try and center that one. Now up to the point for Marshall. Marshall, point shot, it's blocked. Over to Habib on the right side. Habib backhand, it couldn't get through. Off the boards, now off the glass, up to the line. Hogarth keeps it in. Now Balaz. Spin move, backhand to the net. It goes into the corner. Kings one last chance to try and come up ice here. And a penalty late on the play there as Habib will touch it up. And the Rockets will get called here on a hook with 7.3 to go in the first.
He spun him around. Hogarth's going to go. Both arms were up. He tried his best to slow him down. Well, you can tell Will Lewis is back. He's back out of the dressing room on this shift. Very chatty player for the Komoka Kings. When he's on the ice, he's very involved.
7.3 in the period left on the clock, and the faceoff will be inside the Strathroy zone. The Kings, assuming they don't score late here, will get the better part of the power play to start the second. Faceoff one back. Kindry will tie it up in the corner. Clock was late to start again, but it'll be cleared down the ice here by Strathroy. And that'll do it for the opening period of play. So a slow to start period. Limping out of the gate this hockey game, and then it picked up as we made our way through. And the Rockets, with 3 quick goals at the end of the first, have themselves a 3-0 lead.
It's an explosion of offense, unlike anything I think we've seen in such a short span of time this season. And they were, other than Laszlo's, which was kind of in tight, you got wrist shots, hard wrist shots coming from distance. Beating Omar Hage, like I said, I don't think the first intermission could come fast enough for Hage there. But after the air out of their sails with the major penalty to Caden Faulkner, got lucky they only had to kill 3 minutes of it because of a penalty to Manny, but what a finish. What a finish.
So we'll head to the break here after 20 minutes of play. It's a 3-0 Strathroy lead. Goals from Alex Laszlo, Caden Hogarth, and Carson Perry, the third one, to put the Rockets up by 3. We'll take the break. Rockets leading 3-0 here against the Komoka Kings. The following live broadcast of Strathroy Rockets hockey is made possible thanks to our generous sponsors. Andy's Legendary Pizza, located at 10 Metcalf Street West in Strathroy. Commonwealth Financial, located at 370 Albert Street in Strathroy and online at commonwealthfinancial.ca. Carpet One Floor and Home, located at 325 Caradoc Street South in Strathroy. All Season Concrete, located just outside Strathroy, and visit them online at allseasonconcrete.ca. MNP Accounting, Consulting, and Tax Services, located at 6 Front Street in downtown Strathroy. And by Middlesex Chiropractic. Visit them at 117 Thomas Street in Strathroy.
The following is a live presentation of Strathroy Rockets Hockey. Aspro's in alone. Daniel Aspro, breakaway, scores! To the net here, still has it. Over to the side, center, scores!
Well, the first period complete here as we welcome you back to Strathroy, the West Middlesex Memorial Center, the site for this one. And the Rockets and Kings find themselves in yet another good battle. This time it's the Rockets with 3 quick goals to end the first period to give them a 3-0 lead after 20 minutes of play. Eldon, after the way that this one started, you wouldn't have thought that the Rockets would be out in front to a 3-0 lead after 20 minutes of hockey, but that's where they sit here, and they'll see if they can ride that momentum here throughout the rest of this hockey game.
Well, you're not wrong. 4.5 minutes in, Caden Faulkner takes a 2-minute minor, and then less than a minute after getting out, he takes a boarding major penalty. Comes with a game misconduct at 7:18 of the first period, and you think, oh wow, we're about to dig ourselves a hole early here, but they were able to kill it off. Kind of shortened by a Komoka penalty in the meantime too, but yeah, the fact that, you know, with 3.5 minutes to go, this game was scoreless in the first period, and then in a minute 3, the Rockets, you know, Laszlo, Hogarth, Perry. We don't see this kind of thing very often here.
The Rockets haven't seen this kind of offense in some time, and now they'll see if the defense can hold on to this game for them and maybe see if they can add a few more on here against the Kings. The thing about this Komoka Kings team is even with some of their snipers out of the lineup, if you will, still a lot of good scorers out here on the ice for Komoka, and they're going to start this period with 1 minute and 53 seconds of power play time. And what a big way to start the second period if they can come out of here with a power play goal.
Well, absolutely. You've still got the McElwain brothers out here, and so we'll see how this turns out in the first 1 minute and 53. But the Rockets' power play in the first 2.5 minutes of that major penalty, like, they iced the puck 6 or 7 times, clearing the zone. I think only might have had 2 chances on goal, and I think only 1 shot on that power play before Darius Manu took a penalty to really take a chunk out of that power play. If the Rockets can get out of this, I think that'll really continue, you know, to let the air out of the balloon for the Kings. A goal, on the other hand, by Komoka will really re-energize them, bring them back within 2, and I think we'll have a game.
So both teams back out to the ice here as we'll get ourselves ready for period number 2. Carson Perry skating around there for Strathroy. He had that 3rd goal, which, as of right now, the only one with assists attached to it. We imagine that might change as some passes out from the corner on the second goal in particular.
Yeah, the Hogarth goal was a nice feed out from the corner. I don't recall who did it, but he definitely took a pass from someone in the corner before rifling it past Hage. And I wasn't entirely sure how this would go, but Omar Hage has returned to play in the second period.
So Omar Hage still in goal here for Komoka.
I didn't know if Emsley might come in to play the second after such a tough finish to that period for Hage, but sticking with him here are the Kings.
The Kings do have a game tomorrow night and then have London Saturday, so they have a fairly busy week. Rockets with 3 games as well. We're underway here in the second period. The Kings taking it back behind their net. Strathroy tonight, and then Friday in St. Thomas, Saturday at home. So both of these teams, another 2 games on the weekend, or for the Kings tomorrow night. The Kings now setting up inside the Strathroy zone. Now up to the point, looking down low. Chipped off the stick of Nelson. Nelson battling, trying to get that one back. Puck not really moving there along the boards. Now Marshall picks it up, fires it down the length of the ice, right on goal for Hage, who will stop that one and leave it for Tidgewell. 40 seconds off the clock to start this second period as the Kings come from their own zone. Tidgewell from center, a dump into the corner all the way around the boards and over top of the stick and back out to center. I don't know if the Kings thought they were offside there. Didn't really make a great effort other than
there was no real hurry there.
Carter McElwain, now a dish over to the side. picking it up. Pass to Manny and right past Manny and cleared back out to center. Kings setting up now. Nice pass off the stick of just out of the reach of McElwain into the corner. He'll take it back behind the net. Over McElwain now. Circles, top of the circle, looking, shot on, and Brazeau makes the stop there to get the whistle. 27 seconds left here on the penalty, and out of the box come the Johnsons.
One for each squad.
They took those penalties just under 2 minutes to go in the period, and obviously had to wait for the whistle here once inside the second. Now from the corner, back behind the net. Pass off the boards up to Manny at the point. Manny looks over to the right side. Now point shot on. That one's going to be blocked. Ellis in the pass just out of the reach of Hewitt as it's into his skates. Now Hewitt will get it. Hewitt in the corner. He's just going to hold on to it. Bounce pass, and he tried to go back to the D, but it's picked up by Zuckerman. Dropped by Zuckerman. Pass. No, Manny steps in. Shot going to be blocked there by Hewitt. Hewitt to try and pick it up in the corner now. We're back to even strength. The Rockets have killed off the penalty. Kings still with some pressure inside of the Strathroy zone. Battling into the corner. Now Elliston able to get that one away. Pass Ty Johnson over to Hogarth. Hogarth will get it out as he chips that one past Manny. Just inside the line now for Hewitt. Hewitt passed over, and that one past everyone. Zuckerman tried to chip it past. The Rockets will have to clear here. Late to go as they're back onto the bench. Zuckerman, chip pass, Jansu steps in, shot on, and it's stopped by Brazeau. Don't know if Brazeau was expecting the shot there on the toe drag from Jansu.
He definitely changed the angle on him there because I could see quite a bit of that glove side of the net was open, but he snaked out the glove hand to make the save. And the penalty kill remains perfect on the evening for the Rockets, getting out from under that early penalty.
Point shot stopped on. Brazeau had to make a save right off the face-off there as the Rockets clear it out to center. McElwain gloved it down before taking a hit, and now he gets right back to his feet and comes in and gets that one past the defenseman in Montesi. Now looking out front, stopped by Brazeau. Good chance there for Holmes. It's up to the top of the circle here, picked up by Velaz as he throws that one forward. Piercy able to knock it inside the Komoka zone here, but the Kings with possession. Over to McElwain, his pass. Montesi picks it up here for Strathroy. Laszlo back to Montesi. Bounce pass off the boards. Now Belaz tipped in off the stick of Piercy. They'll chase inside of the Komoka zone. Bounces off the boards. Marshall looking, point shot on, stopped and knocked away by Hage. Almost lost it in the corner there, Belaz, but he's able to keep it in. Now down low, Perry. His pass is going to go off a body here. Capped in at the line. No, it gets past them. McElwain tried to streak his way forward. Piercy at center. Back to Lewis. Lewis through the middle. Now Perry. A couple nice moves to work his way past, and then he gets around Belaz. Now he comes in across the blue line, looking, shot on. Big rebound comes out. Piercy a shot. That one stopped by Hage. Rockets going for a change here as the Kings set up inside their own zone. Knocked away now Kane Johnson. Had it at the blue line, lost it. German able to get that one over. Holmes steps inside. Holmes shot on, and Brazeau makes the save there down in the butterfly, and we'll get a whistle. 15:58 to go here in period number 2.
Completely different mindset playing with the lead. When you're used to playing from behind, you feel like you're chasing the game all the time, but it's really gone to their legs. Lots of physical play. And they've been strong on the puck. They haven't been turning it over, which we have seen a lot of in the past.
Off the draw, Marshall able to get that one up to Ten Hag. Ten Hag's going to flip that one up, and Johnson chases it down. Has it at the blue line. They're in there to pick it up, Ten Hag, as he worked his way in. The Kings will go D to D. Long pass, trying to find Chanderdat. No icing here. Habib made an effort to try and get it. Now Marshall in the corner. Ten Hag in there to help him out. Turned over. Chanderdat looking to try and get that pass over to Manny. It'll be chipped out to the line and out. Now Habib over to Marshall. Marshall will take that back. Pass up, Pimentel right on his stick. Nice move at the line. Unable to hold it there was Ten Hag here. Rockets didn't touch it though, so no icing as the Kings have it now. Looking for a pass, and that one out of the reach of Johnson, and it will be an icing against Komoka.
Yeah, that was 2 feet off the ice for 100 feet. Nobody was taking that pass. Face-off will be to the left of Omar Hage, down here to our right.
Tied up off the draw, trying to pick it up. Hewitt now, point shot on, big pad save, rebound comes out. Another chance here, Dundas shot, and almost springing Chander that there as the puck quickly made its way outside of the zone. Turned over, and now here comes Kindry. Kindry steps in across the line, had it knocked off his stick, and it's just going to be flipped up and down the ice. Hogarth will chase it down, but he's not going to get there in time. And icing against Komoka here. He's already looking a little gassed out there.
Yeah, you can see a couple of them, just kind of the shoulders slung low, sticks on the knees. This will be a chance for some fresh troops here for the Rockets to maybe try and hem them in and get an opportunity on goal.
Face off, one back. It's Dundas. Dundas, point shot well wide. Tried to go blocker side on Hage. Back behind the net, Hewitt. Hogarth now. Cycled down low. Hewitt again. Look to go up to the point. Bouncing puck is going to be knocked down by Laszlo, but he'll have to bring it out as it cleared the blue line. Now Dundas bounces off his stick there to pick it up. Dumped it past at the line. A nice move. Glover almost worked in, but Laszlo's quickly back there to get it for Strathroy. Now the clearing attempt. Kept in by Manny at the point. Right out front in the slot, and they couldn't get a good shot off. Cleared out past the blue line and right out front of the Kings bench. Kings going for a change here. McElwain steps in across the blue line. Looking shot. Fired that one wide on the glove side. Rizzo looking through traffic here as the Rockets look to clear. That one goes off a skate. They're unable to. And now they finally will pick it up. Getting to center. Dundas spinning. And it's going to be dumped inside the Komoka zone. Long pass down into the Strathroy end of the ice. Laszlo. Only man back there. Turned over. Chance in the slot. Couldn't get a shot off. Rimmed around the boards again. Kept in at the point. Lewis, nice play. Now into the slot. Looking shot to the net there. That one goes off the skate and wide. Turned over as it comes through the middle. Matthews. Nice play to chip that one past. And now it'll come out. Nelson with Elliston. Nelson tried to go back to Elliston and the pass was knocked away. A little abbreviated 2-on-1 chance there and the Rockets couldn't get anything. McElwain to the middle. Perry there to get it back as he's set down. Physicality continuing between these two clubs. It's Nelson holding onto it, taking a couple hacks as he makes his way up ice, and now a penalty on the way here, and it's going to be against Strathroy. Lewis now steps in, looks for a shot to the net. That one goes just wide. Kings picking it up. Pass right out front into the middle, and it's touched up there.
Oh, we got a break there, I think.
Kings are saying that the Rockets didn't touch it. Nelson's going to go to the box for a cross check here.
There was contact made with the puck, but definitely not control or an attempt to shoot it.
So the Kings, another power play chance here.
The Rockets penalty kill will be tested once again.
Done a good job so far tonight, the Rockets penalty killers, and this will be a big one.
The downside of taking so many penalties is there's guys on the bench who don't kill penalties, so they get shorted on ice time.
It'll be cleared right away, right off the bat there by Hewitt, and the Kings will have to set up from behind their own goal here. Two guys high. Lukingsting inside of the Strathroy zone here, and now he'll circle back out. The pass trying to find him, intercepted. Now back, coming in, Jansu over, and they're offside on the play. The linesman right there to see it.
Lucky
bang,
break.
bang.
Lucky break. The clearing attempt hit a skate and bounced right back toward the Strathroy zone. Luckily for the Rockets, there was a Komoka King trap just inside the line when the puck was carried in. Or that was a short breakaway.
Off the draw, it's one back to Manny who couldn't control it. And now Hewitt will bring it forward here, step into the corner and fire it off the back of the Komoka net. 40 seconds elapsed here on the minor penalty to Nelson. And here come the Kings. Pass on to the stick of Zuckerman through the middle. Steps in across the blue line, wide on the right side, back behind the net. Ice opens up for him. Zuckerman looks opposite side. Shot fired on. That one wide. All the way back to Zuckerman, whose pass will go off the skate of Perry and back down into the Komoka zone. Now Manny, his pass over to Tidgwell. Tidgwell will knock that one away. Habib will get it, and he'll fire one down the ice. Kings unable to find their way out of their own zone here. Now the pass, bouncing onto the stick there. Johnston brings it across, looked over to McElwain, and it was knocked away and cleared down the ice again.
PK continues to hum along here for the Rockets.
And now they'll force a turnover down low. It's Perry with it. He'll bounce it off the boards, but it's going to be picked up by McElwain. McElwain shot on. That one blockered away by Brazeau. Thought that one went out of play. The play will continue on here. Perry chips that one past at the blue line, and now he'll get it out. Coulter, a dump in, and it's going to find its way off the linesman, and I think it went into the Kings bench.
Yeah, that hurt. Hurt a beast. Trying to skate it off. Not getting a whole ton of sympathy from the Komoka bench. He's all right, though, I believe. I mentioned it on Saturday night, how it's got to be tough sometimes to see when the puck was out of the play behind that net with the line. Because I think you're right. I think that one did go.
And they don't know where the puck went.
Out of play. Not really sure.
Had to grab one from the timekeeper's box. And
stuck in his, well, unlike the hockey pants, the linesman, the puck can't get stuck in his pants.
5 seconds left on the penalty. The Rockets off the draw. Pimentel will get it. Win it back to Johnson, who sends it down the ice, and that'll do it for the Komoka power play.
Another great kill here. Great job by the penalty killers.
It's Holmes up through the middle. Able to get in the way there. Nice play. Tenhag knocked it away. Holmes back. His pass, and now trying to get that one away, Kane Johnson. The Kings from their own zone. The pass, nobody there to pick it up. Ty Johnson now just inside of the Strathroy blue line. His pass up to Kindry. Kindry just going to chip it forward, but Manny's there to intercept it. Manny now right out front of the Komoka bench. Couldn't get it much further than that, though. The Rockets intercepting, and now a pass to Manny just inside the line. Knocked away. Good defensive play to get back in the rush. Kings still have it. Off into the corner, looking out front, and a good chance there. They couldn't get the shot off, as right out front of the goal there is Colin Holmes. Knocked away by the Rockets. Setting up behind the Komoka net here past the halfway mark of the second period. Lewis, couple nice moves, high sticked on the play, penalty on the way, shot over top of the net. It'll be touched up here, and Komoka right back to the power play.
I won't say there wasn't contact, but Will Lewis did a great job of making sure that the referees saw that stick came up somewhere around his. He wears the visor as opposed to the cage. Does well Lewis. Did a great LeBron James head snap.
So Komoka will get a chance on the power play. They're 0 for 4 so far tonight. Johnston hands it off, left side, shot on. Brazeau makes the save there, right down into the butterfly at the top of the paint. 9:45 to go here in period number 2. The Rockets up 3-0 on the strength of 3 first period goals. All coming in the span of 103. Marshall now from the corner takes a healthy hop off the boards right onto the stick of Matthews. Now McElwain going to lose it here, and that one will be cleared all the way down into the Komoka zone.
And you can hear it on the bench, like just the excitement when they ice the puck. The guys are right into the game. The penalty kill has really done a great job to lift the spirits of this club.
Carter McElwain now wide, right side, fires one in. Brazeau made the stop, and it'll be cleared right off the stick of Nelson. Back for Matthews inside of the Komoka zone. Long pass here. They're trying to speed things up here with the quick passes up ice as McElwain's pass off his stick and cleared back out to the Komoka blue line. Matthews over to McElwain. It's Carter McElwain stepping it across the line to set up the power play here. Comes over to the left side for Coulter. Coulter now looking. Back behind the Strathroy net, trying to knock that one away. Marshall will fire one, and it'll go off the netting and out of play. Might have had it clear had he been in any other rink in the league, but here in Strathroy, it goes over top of that short glass, and with 53 seconds to go on the penalty, the Rockets will have to do a defensive zone draw. Lukings with it, bounce pass to Manny. Pass across the blue line. Tidgewell a shot on from distance. No traffic out front for Brazeau, who makes the save. 45 seconds left on the penalty. One back by the Kings. Tidgewell knocked away. Hewitt takes the puck away. And now here comes Hewitt in on the right side. Hewitt spins, looks for a pass, had it knocked away, and Zuckerman will pick that up. But all in all, a successful rush down ice, killing some precious time off the Komoka power play. Zuckerman through the middle. Didn't like how he was shaping up. Will circle back to his own blue line. Now Manny gets the return pass here. Hogarth lost it in his pants there. It's fired in. Brazeau out to play it. Slows it down a little bit for Johnson to fire that one up. And up the line, not out. Now it takes a healthy hop out front. Luking's a chance. Tries to fire a pass back over. Still alive here for the Kings. A shot on up high. And blown down as Brazeau makes the save.
I think
the net's off.
Yeah,
just slightly behind Brazeau.
Yeah, the referee down low, Aaron Scheffler, he caught that. It just happened to coincide with the puck, the shot hitting Brazeau, because he hadn't gloved it yet when that whistle went.
Wasn't just a quick whistle. The net was off. Now Laszlo back behind the Strathroy net, all the way around the boards. Piercy now can't clear. This puck will get out to center now as it was chipped away. Past Montesi, who loses an edge down low. Johnson tries to go to the other side, knocked away. Now a point shot on. That one goes off the side of the goal, just missing the net here as it's picked up by Elliston. Elliston now, middle of the ice here, at his own line. Circles back, gets himself some space as he looks for an option. He's just going to skate this one himself. Nice moves by Elliston. Wide on the right side, shot to the net, chance out front for Dundas, and he couldn't get the shot off there. And going crashing into the net there, knocking the net off behind Omar Hage. And another whistle here. 7:11 to go in period number 2.
I was mildly surprised there was a whistle there, probably because Hage was involved in the contact there. But when the Kings had the puck leaving their zone, generally they wouldn't blow the whistle if their net was off. But Hage was using a defenseman's stick at that moment too, so he probably embraces the whistle.
Off the draw. The Laza shot, big rebound down front, stopped by Hage. He got over to make the rebound save on Nelson. Now the puck gets out past the blue line. Trying to knock that one down was Chanderdat. Laszlo up to Belaz, now to Perry. Perry steps in across the blue line, drops it for Nelson. Nelson took a hit, passes, Laszlo, shot on, big stave, rebound, chance over, that one fired on. Laszlo in the slot, looking to the net. His shot was blocked. Up to the point, Nelson keeps it in. Now down low, Perry. Touched by Lewis, no hand pass. The Kings have possession now. This one's just going to be fired down the ice as the Kings, in a mess there, had to get a whistle. It'll be an icing.
I don't know how I feel about what I just saw, but the referee Garnham grabbed Hage's stick, which was in the corner, and tossed it out toward him. At this level, I'm not sure that I would do that as an official. The puck's in the corner, the stick's in the corner, that's tough luck.
Cleared off the glass here by the Kings and sent right back in by the Rockets. Just inside the line now. Perry up against the wall. Had it knocked away from him. Now Marshall the shot. It goes well wide on the left side. Now Habib couldn't play that one. Nelson now. Knocked away and into the skates there of Chanderdat, stopping the potential rush by the Kings. Habib. Marshall. Quick pass up to Nelson. Nelson breaks in. On the right side. Now leaves it. Habib holds onto it. Looking. Trying to find an option for a pass. Up to the point, stick in the lane, McElwain, and now here come the Kings. Carter McElwain in across the blue line, takes it himself into the corner, pass into the skates, and knocked away as it's cleared back out to center. 5.5 to go here in the second. The neutral zone play. Carter McElwain had it knocked away from him. Up against the wall there. Right out front of us as Nelson goes to the bench for a change, and now coming in, looking, shot on, kicking that to the corner is Brazeau. Habib, long pass trying to find Hewitt, but it's about 4 feet off the ice, and it'll be an icing.
3 times in this period, I've seen the Rockets try to use a bounce pass off the boards to get it to a teammate, and all 3 times it's been picked off. So they're either going to have to put a little more mustard on those, or they're going to have to find a better way, because those are the types of turnovers that could come back to bite you when they all happen in the neutral zone.
Down low inside the Strathroy zone, it was picked up and fired up to center. Manny with the glove, able to get a play on it. It's back into the Strathroy zone. Hogarth to Marshall. Marshall will carry it up ice, and now Marshall steps in across. His shot was blocked by Manny into the corner. Holding on to it. Elliston dekes and knocked off his stick. Back to the Strathroy blue line. No danger here as it's over to Marshall. Marshall now with a couple of Kings coming on him. He's going to turn it over. Luking's looking, shot on, and that one's stopped by Brazeau. Able to make a big save here to keep the puck out and keep this a 3-0 score. Now Holmes' shot. It's going to be blocked. Kindry trying to come in there, and a penalty on the way here. We'll see who it is against. I think it's going to Strathroy.
He fell.
A trip. Yeah, it's going to go to Strathroy, and the Kings will head back to the power play.
Lukings fell.
And
Kindry, incredulous.
Yeah.
Wondering
slow to go to the box, wondering why he got called on it, but it will be a trip.
There was all sorts of contact. There was 3 or 4 bodies within 6 feet of each other just inside the Rockets' blue line. And Lukings, when he went to turn, fell. So not the greatest angle, perhaps, by the official on that occasion, but nonetheless, 2 minutes for tripping for Owen Kindry with 4:18 to go here in the second period, and another penalty to kill for the Rockets.
Rimmed around the boards up to the blue line, kept in here by the Kings. Back to another power play. Losing an edge on the play. Pass will come over to Tidgewell on the left side. Tidgewell looking through the middle. Nelson will pick it up, and Nelson will fire it down the ice. Tidgewell to pick it up inside the Komoka zone here. We've had no luck so far on the power play tonight. The Rockets penalty kill unit has done a fantastic job. Head coach Jason Williams staying on him to make sure they stay focused here. Now a chance, a rush for the Kings. Looking, shot on. Big chance coming across Brazeau. He makes another save. And cleared down the ice, batted out of the air by Perry. They'll get a change.
Great job going post to post by Brazeau to get that rebound.
Tidgewell. He'll throw it around the boards. This one all the way over to the right side. Coming in there. Cleared up to the line, but not out. Now to Hogarth. Hogarth behind the net. Around the boards, and it takes a hop right past the defender into the Komoka zone. 50 seconds to go on the man advantage.
Tidgewell was up against the boards, but he couldn't keep that in.
Kings now from their own blue line. Tidgewell to center. He's just going to flip it past Habib against the wall. Habib will spin, fire it out, and right back into the Komoka zone. 30 seconds to go here with the extra man. 2:45 to go in period number 2. A long pass down the ice. No icing. Brazeau's there to play it. Leaves it for Marshall. Marshall clears past Lewis down the ice. 15 seconds to go on the penalty.
Another nice job on the kill here.
As Kindry waits to come out of the box. One last chance to rush down ice here for the Kings. It's Manny to center. Turning it over. Marshall will clear, and that'll do it for the Kings power play. Out of the net there is Hage, as he had Elliston chasing him down in the corner and almost turned that one over. Back to even strength here. Final 2 minutes of the second period. Manny now at center. Dumps this one in, knocked down by the glove of Habib, who trying to fire that one will throw it into the netting and out of play. We'll get a whistle. 2 minutes even on the clock. Period number 2.
The penalty kill has been otherworldly tonight for the Rockets, but you got to think at some point you're really tempting fate with all these penalties.
That last one to Kindry, though,
a bit
tough
of a
call.
Yeah, a phantom call there, but
the other
the rest of them have been well earned.
have been well earned for sure. Trying to dump that one in the corner. Laszlo will pick it up. Back behind the Strathroy net, trying not to force a turnover here. Sitting on the back of the net, comes back out front, looking for a shot. Lewis couldn't get one off. Now down low. Nice play, Montesi. Reverses it. Dundas chipped up through the middle, just past Piercy, but Manny picks it up now. Manny's pass bounces off the stick of Holmes. Laszlo over to Montesi. Montesi passed through the middle, right onto the stick of Piercy. Bounces off his stick quickly, though, as the Kings try to fire it up ice. Off the skates of Jansu. Now trying to poke that one away. Lewis at the point. His shot blocked. Gets it right back in the slot and knocked away as Dundas chases it down. And now the arm comes up. A penalty on the play here against Lewis.
Yeah.
And Lewis is going to get a slash on the play. And the Rockets will head to the power play. And now Lewis has got to be careful he doesn't get anything more.
He's really trying his best to antagonize somebody into evening this up. I'm not quite sure how he could be so angry about the call.
The frustration possibly boiling over here for the Kings as Lewis will head back to the box. It's a 2-minute slashing call with 1:11 to go here in the second period.
I think he was going to leave that door open. Lewis almost trying to make the official to come over to close the penalty box door.
Face off one back by Perry to the point. Kindry now walking shot. That one tipped. It goes into the corner. Cleared up to the points and out and past Kindry. Now it's going to be a foot race. Brazeau's out of his net.
And he lined him up too. That was 100% intentional.
Kindry is going to feed him into the ice here. Brazeau is down and the training staff out here on a targeted hit on the goaltender.
He lowered his shoulder and took full advantage of the fact that Brazeau was out of his net. Brazeau had his back turned by the time he got there, and Jackson McElwain absolutely buried Matthew Brazeau and being escorted off the ice.
So McElwain, heading right to the locker room. He won't see any more hockey tonight.
It could also be as much a function of the fact there's only 57.5 seconds remaining in the second period, but I would like to think that's a charge. He took full aim, lowered his shoulder, and hit him right in the back.
Brazeau is up and talking with trainer Mike Brooks right now. It looks like he is okay, but
Brooks didn't waste any time. Well, you can't know, right? Like, he's laying there face down on the ice even for a split second. You can't know what kind of shape he's in. But the referees are standing over in the semicircle having a conversation. Both arms went up immediately on the hit. I'm sure Kindry will be penalized to some degree as well.
Kindry's been escorted. He won't see hockey today.
Yeah, it won't stun me if both of them are done for the evening. And I would complain to say, man, we were about to get a power play in a case like that.
When it's on the goalie.
I'm completely fine with the response from one of your alternate captains in a situation like that. Jackson McElwain runs over your goaltender.
It's a 5 up on the board here for McElwain.
Yes, as it should be, in my opinion. Goaltender interference major, charging major, whatever you want to call it.
So we'll wait for the official call here and the official word on what that's going to be. But with 57 seconds to go here in the second period, we'll try to clear things up here. Rockets are ready on the power play. They were just 14 seconds into the man advantage. And now it looks like they're going to get an additional 5.
Carter McElwain is not happy with whatever he's hearing from the referees here. Very demonstrative in his reactions to this conversation.
There is now a penalty going up on the board for Strathroy.
2 minutes for roughing.
2 minutes.
I'm going to assume for roughing.
Perry and McElwain, the two captains down there talking to both officials who, as you mentioned, both ready to call that as it happened. Kindry coming in late to protect his goaltender, as you would expect. And with 57 seconds left here in the period, we'll see if we can sort this thing out. Conversation obviously more tilted towards McElwain at this point.
We'll see how it goes with the manpower advantage. I would think it's going to be 4-on-3.
So it looks like, as you mentioned, I would imagine they're going to play some 4-on-3 here for the next minute 46. In which case,
because when
slight 4-on-4, and then the Rockets to the power play for 3 minutes. That would take place in period number 3.
Ten Hag going to the box to serve for Kindry.
And you would expect someone into the box to serve here for Jackson McElwain.
Yes, because if the Rockets score here in the next 57 seconds, the Will Lewis minor will be over. So somebody would still need to be in the penalty box. And here comes
Jake Chanderdat will come out and serve.
Yep. As you would expect, 2 guys with no names on the back of their jerseys to go serve the penalties, Ten Hag and Chanderdat.
Face-off will be down in the Komoka zone off to the left of Omar Hage.
Lots of time here. And actually, 4-on-3 power plays. I'm a firm believer you should score on those more than not. Now, normally
a lot of ice opens up.
A lot of open ice and fewer guys defending. Now, I'm usually screaming that at my own television watching the NHL at home when I say that. How do you not score 4-on-3?
Off the draw, McElwain trying to clear from the corner. It's going to be picked up by Nelson down low. Up to the point for Elliston. 50 seconds to go here in the second period. Elliston straight away at the point. Ballas shot on. That one stopped. Hage makes the save, and it'll be cleared down the ice right onto the goal of Brazeau.
That was a good opportunity, though. They moved the puck around well and got a good look there.
Perry, Velaz, Elliston, and Nelson for the better scorers on this Rockets team on the ice here. 20 seconds to go in the period.
4 forwards out here for the Rockets.
Elliston gets it back. Toe drag. Elliston into the slot. Over left side. Oh, and Velaz couldn't get a good shot. Now Nelson a chance, and he fires one on. Hage makes the stop with 11 seconds to go in the second.
Yeah, that bobbled a bit on Perry. I think would have been the better opportunity there. But Nelson got a lot on that. But nice stop by Hage to hold the post.
.11 seconds left. Face off to the left of Hage. Up to the point for Nelson. Cycled it down low. It'll be turned over. Manny will fire it down the ice. 5 seconds to go. Just out of the reach of McElwain. Oh. And that was almost a chance as time expired here in the second period.
Brazeau didn't have to come out quite as far to get that one.
But after 40 minutes of play, we will go to the third with a 3-0 Strathroy lead. The scoreboard lit up like a Christmas tree with penalties. And the Rockets, a big lead heading to period number 3.
Yeah, there's a lot of red numbers up there. Well, that was quite a finish there to that period. Not expecting what we saw, the major penalty to Jackson McElwain for running over Matthew Brazeau, who came out to get the puck. And now Chris Crocker has not returned for the Komoka Kings following the boarding major by Caden Faulkner in the first period. So they're already down Crocker, and now they're going to be down Jackson McElwain. And if I counted right, I think they were a guy short on the bench to start with. So this is going to be a tough third period. Down 3 for the Komoka Kings. But the Rockets, Kindry's still in the game, the roughing minor, he'll be back. And they're going to have some serious power play time early in the third.
When we come back for period number 3, we'll play some 4-on-3 hockey, and then the Rockets will head back to the power play up by a score of 3-0. You're listening to Strathroy Rockets Hockey here on the Rockets YouTube page, following along and watching on hockeytv.com. The following live broadcast of Strathroy Rockets Hockey is made possible thanks to our generous sponsors. Andy's Legendary Pizza, located at 10 Metcalf Street West in Strathroy. Commonwealth Financial, located at 370 Albert Street in Strathroy, and online at commonwealthfinancial.ca. Carpet One Floor and Home, located at 325 Caradoc Street South in Strathroy.
All Season Concrete, located just outside Strathroy, and visit them online at allseasonconcrete.ca. MNP Accounting, Consulting, and Tax Services, located at 6 Front Street in downtown Strathroy. And by Middlesex Chiropractic. Visit them at 117 Thomas Street in Strathroy. The following is a live presentation of Strathroy Rockets Hockey. Aspro's in alone. Daniel Aspro, breakaway, scores! To the net here, still has it. Over to the side, center, scores!
Well, 40 minutes of play complete here in Strathroy. It is a 3-0 Rockets lead here over the Komoka Kings as we get you set for period number 3. Noah Smith and Eldon Dunseith here calling the action for you. The Rockets, 3 first period goals coming in the span of 1 minute and 3 seconds, and that is all they have needed so far tonight. Those 3 goals still holding up as a 3-0 lead as we'll get set to start period number 3. A lot of penalties up on the board. Eldon, let's kind of walk through what happened in that final minute of the second period to get us where we are to start this third period. It was the hit down low on the goalie Matthew Brazeau. Jackson McElwain coming in, hitting him from behind, and that is why we see the scoreboard lit up like we do.
Yeah, the puck left the Komoka zone. There was already a power play going on for the Rockets, and the puck left the zone, but not like a dump all the way to the end. It was barely getting into the Rockets' end, and Brazeau decided he was going to come out to play it. As he got to it, he turned to shoot it back behind the net, and Jackson McElwain was going to be the first one there, and he took full advantage. Never broke stride, didn't even try to avoid Matthew Brazeau, lowered his shoulder, and a 5-minute charging major resulted, as did a bit of a beating by Owen Kindry on Jackson McElwain. And I was just looking at, some of the penalties, and Owen Kindry, I don't know if this comes with a game misconduct or not, but he got a penalty for removal of either his own or the opposing player's helmet. So I guess we'll see when they come back out.
That might come with a game after the fact. So we'll wait and see after everything kind of clears up after the game. As of right now, there are 49 seconds left on the penalty on the board to Will Lewis. He'll be the first one to leave the box for Komoka. And then on the other side of things, serving it is Jonathan Tenhag, or pardon me, it's Montesi. I believe they have serving it.
It was Tenhag.
Was it Tenhag? They got Montesi up on the board. They have Montesi up on the board there.
Well, no, that's
they got Kindry's number up on the board. I'm getting all sorts
You're all
of
right.
confused.
There's lots of numbers up there. It's okay.
Tenhag is serving the penalty. He'll be out in 1 minute and 3 seconds. And then after that, the Rockets will be 3 minutes clear on the power play on the penalty that was charged to Jackson McElwain.
And it's a major, so all you can eat for the potential for power play goals on that. Tenhag back in the box. Chanderdat going into the Komoka box there, and he'll await Will Lewis to join him. Yeah, it lists Kindry with 2 roughing penalties, plus the removal of helmet penalty as well. And McElwain, it was for charging. So,
well, we talked about that 4-man lineup the Rockets had out there to finish the period. They'll be the same 4 to start it here. 4-on-3. Perry, Balaz, Nelson, Elliston. Your 4 sharpshooters out there to start the period here for Strathroy. It's Perry going to carry it in off the draw, step inside the line. The pass will be knocked away, and all the way back out to center for Elliston, who, of the 4, is the one to play defense, if you will. Hands it over to Perry on the right side. It'll be Perry carrying that one. Balaz chips it Nelson, and now Nelson with speed. Nelson carries it back behind the net, still holding now. Tons of room as he comes up to the point. Elliston back to Nelson. Now the return pass. Balaz, top of the circle, just off to the left. Hands it off down low to Nelson. Now to Elliston. Balaz, time, looking out front, tip down. Perry scores. Power play goal, and it's 4-0 early here in the third.
Slap pass there by Balaz. Perry kind of off the far side of the crease. He just threw it over, and I'm not even sure Perry really moved his stick. He just had it on the ice and bounced in off of his stick. Haig never had a chance. 4-0. And now we'll play some 4-on-4 for 21 seconds before the Rockets go back on the power play.
So 21 seconds left on the penalty, then Tenhag will be out, and the Rockets will continue on with the power play. 4-on-4 right now, and a 4-0 lead. On the goal by Perry, his second of the game. Off the draw, picked up by German. German will carry it back to Darius Manny. His pass right back up to McElwain was tipped. McElwain able to get that one over. German on the left side fires one to the net, and knocking that one up and over the glass is the pad of Brazeau. 8 seconds left there on the penalty.
8 seconds here, and we'll be back on the power play. I'm sure Ten Hag will come straight across and go to the bench.
Marshall back to Ty Johnson, back behind the Strathroy net. Now the Rockets will get 3 minutes on the power play as Ten Hag comes right to the bench, and onto the ice comes Hogarth. Over to Ty Johnson at his own blue line. Pass over. It'll be Kane Johnson on the left side, breaking his way in across the blue line. Johnson, his pass into the stick there, knocked away and cleared back out to center. Ty Johnson over to Marshall. His pass off the boards and took a hop off the side of the net there, and the Rockets got to be careful getting lazy inside their own zone.
I can't get sloppy here. You're up 4, but I mean, this is not a place you normally are, so play hard.
Dundas will carry it in, steps inside the zone, bounce pass off the boards up to the point for Ty Johnson. Now one-time chance on, that one tipped. Trying to bat that one off to the side was Dundas. It'll be cleared off the skates of Ty Johnson and back down to the Strathroy zone for Brazeau.
Yeah, they've got to continue to play hard here. Oh,
long pass by Brazeau. Hogarth steps inside the blue line, dumps that one around the boards. Dundas there to get it, up to Marshall at the point. Now his pass off a skate and then cleared down the ice. Brazeau, no icing, so he's going to come out to play it here as the Rockets, minute 45 to go with the extra man. Almost another turnover there to Jansu. And then two Rockets colliding as Perry and Laszlo, and now it forces a turnover. Shot on, that one over top of the glove side, all the way back out to the Strathroy bench where Dundas will pick it up at center. Dundas hands that one over. Balaz, right side, Laszlo. Spins to Perry. Perry back up to Laszlo, but he wasn't ready for the pass. Gets past him and back to the Strathroy zone.
Yeah, a little lackadaisical, I'd say, here. Still a minute to go, though.
Yeah, 1:05 to go. And another turnover will send the puck back down into the Strathroy zone. Komoka here, trying to finish off the rest of this penalty kill with 50 seconds to go. Coming the other way. Through a couple of Kings now into the slot. Hooked up. Backhander off the side of the net there. Now losing that one, Nelson. It'll be cleared up just under the scoreboard and down the ice into the Strathroy zone.
I thought for sure that one was going to clip the board. That was really high.
Back to Elliston behind the Strathroy net. He's going to use that one to shield himself as he gets set up. Now he looks up ice. It's Elliston. Pass over to Nelson. Nelson just inside of center. Dumps that one down low for Balaz to chase it. Has some room. Looks to the slot. One-time chance there. Nelson stepping in. Shot went well high. Now a chance over, and diving back into the net there was Hage. Balaz to Perry down low. Perry walks his way out top of the circle. His pass into the skates of Lukings and cleared down the ice. That'll do it for the Strathroy power play. Trying to force a turnover. The Kings will get it. Manny, they stay on side. Manny hasn't knocked off his stick. Balaz now. Pass through the middle. Trying to get it on it there is Nelson. They touch it up there. Oh, the Kings got away with one there. That looked like too many men.
He already had a foot inside. I don't think I would have called that either.
Pimentel now. Going to try to turn on the Jets here and beat Manny on the right side. Manny, nice stick to get it off of Pimentel and into the corner. Piercy. Going to hand it back down low. Pimentel in there to help him out. Manny gets it. Fires that one up and now flipping it up and down the ice and right on goal for Brazeau, who has no choice but to just hold on to this one, cover up, and get the whistle. 4 minutes and 45 seconds inside of the third.
Well, that start to this period could not have gone any better for the Rockets. Grabbed a power play goal, extend the lead to 4. They didn't get any more on the rest of the major, but they've killed almost the first quarter of the third period already. And with a 4-goal bulge for the Rockets.
Hewitt just at the line, able to get that one back to the defense in Marshall. Now Pimentel turned over. Here come the Kings, back the other way. Jansu knocked away from him. Comettle up to Hewitt. In the slots, Lewis at the point, keeps it in, fires one on. That one going to miss blocker side on Brazeau. Now Coulter bats it into the corner. Trying to hold on to it here. 2 Kings, 2 Rockets below the goal line. They work their way up a little bit higher in the corner.
Working in a phone booth down there, the 4 of them.
Puck finally comes loose. Hewitt dumped forward, no ice, out of his net to play it is Hage. Hage, a long pass down onto the stick there as they break in. Piercy trying to tie him up and get that puck out. Just inside of the Strathroy blue line here. Another battle up against the wall. Time just ticking away here as it's cleared out and up to the line. Now McElwain steps in. Took a hit there, lost the puck. Alex Laszlo dumped down the ice, and Hewitt unable to get a stick on it. It'll be an icing against Strathroy.
Yeah, he had to get that up, bit of a sauce to get it to Hewitt. Unfortunately, too much on it. Not only got it past the forward, but past his own teammate as well for the icing.
Right off the draw, chance there for the Kings. The shot will go off a stick into the corner for Dundas. Now Montesi. Up, Hewitt couldn't chip that one past Matthews. Another chance here, this one past the Rockets bench. Piercy chipped that one and got it out. Matthews now goes back to the defenseman, Tidgewell. Bounce pass off the boards. That gets past everyone, past Chanderdat and inside of the Strathroy zone. Montesi now. Almost turned that over. A nice play to get his stick back into the action there and knocked away. Now Dundas has it.
Yeah,
Dundas throws it off the boards. Nice play. Gets it up to Tenhag. Tenhag just inside the line. Tries to cut to the middle. Had it knocked away. And now the Kings will have a chance to work up ice. That's just missing the stick of Chanderdat, who had Laszlo all over him. And Tenhag will take it back and just flip it up into the air. And that one will hit off the light overhanging in the ice here. And we'll get a whistle. 13:07 to go here in the third.
Great second effort there by Montesi. After he hit the ice, he didn't quit on the play and used his stick to knock the puck away from the Komoka forward. That's the last thing you want. You fall down and the guy walks in with the puck around you toward the net.
Off the faceoff, Zuckerman fires one to the net there. Sits back behind the net. Centering pass, a chance up to the point for Manny. Manny, a shot. That one stopped by Brazeau. Able to get his pad on it there. Rockets still can't clear. Kept in at the line by a nice play. Now Belaz comes out through center. Now he's got speed. Past a couple of Kings. Over to Perry. Penalty on the way here. It'll be touched up by the Kings. And it's going to be a slash, sending the Rockets to the power play.
Yeah, by any means necessary, they're trying to stop Belaz from going into the zone there. And it looks like it's going to be Will Lewis again. His second slashing penalty.
Yeah, Lewis is heading right back to the box here for the Kings. Who trailing 4-0 will be heading back to the penalty kill. The power plays listed. The Rockets 1 for 2 so far in the game. A power play goal coming to start this third. Off the draw, one back to the point. Montesi. Nice pass over Elliston. Looking shot. That one's just going to miss blocker side. All the way back out to the Strathroy zone. Here comes Holmes alone. Looking. Nice move. He scores.
That's a great goal.
He's shorty. And the Kings back within 3.
When you walk in to the dot or you're coming off the half wall and you shoot it at the net and miss, it's going to rim around the boards and out of the zone, and nobody on this side of the ice was ready for it except Holmes. And he won the race, and he laid Brazeau down and stuck it around him there.
Montesi over to Belaz, who steps in across the blue line. Try to get it back to Perry here, and the Kings will clear all the way back down the ice into the Strathroy zone. Just 30 seconds gone to start the power play for Strathroy, but the Kings already a shorthanded goal. Quick pass up to the captain and Perry. Perry with speed wide on the right side. Now looking out to the slot. Belaz, a shot on, and that one stopped by Hage.
Yeah, they've got the details here. They can't this game's not over. They've got to work hard. They've got to play hard, play smart. the lackadaisical and haphazard plays. They can't be doing that here to bring home this win.
Shot stopped by Hage. Kings looking to clear. They will. It's all the way down the ice into the corner. Marshall there to get it. Couple of nice moves to get the puck away. Opens up some space for Ty Johnson. His pass over to Hogarth on the left side. Hogarth steps in across the line. Around the boards. Kane Johnson now to Dundas, who's back behind the net. Now back to Kane Johnson. Bounce pass off the boards up to the point Marshall. Return pass. Johnson looking to the side. Dundas had a tap in there but couldn't get the shot off. And it's going to go out of play. Keep the face-off inside of the Komoka zone. 41 seconds to go here. And the penalty. Offensive zone draw. One back into the corner. Tidgewell just going to try to tie this one up. Does a good job. Rockets can't get it away up to the point. Nice play by Johnson to keep it in. Set down into the corner. Now Dundas looks to the opposite side. Marshall came in pinching from the point. Gets it to Hogarth down low. Hogarth back behind the net. Off to the side for Kane Johnson. To the point for Marshall. Return to Johnson. Looking down low for a shot. Got it off. It was blocked. Now Ty to the net. Bouncing around there in the slot. Picked up and fired down the ice, but it only gets to center there as Ty Johnson picks it up. But that'll do it for the Strathroy power play as Will Lewis back out onto the ice. Pass over to Kane Johnson. Just out of the reach of Hogarth as he sends that one across the ice. Dundas looking a shot, then that one well over top of the net will bounce back out to the line. Habib's able to keep it in, but the Kings will pick up the puck here and have possession. Long pass onto the stick. Luking steps in across the line. Nice drop pass. Shot on. That one over top of the goal of Brazeau. Nice play to get rid of the puck there. It's picked up by Elliston. Elliston chipped it out to center. Trying to pick that one back up again. Now the Kings through the middle of the ice. Drop pass, looking, shot. That one stopped by Brazeau. Big rebound off to the corner. Trying to fire one in there, and Brazeau will just hold tight against that post just over the halfway mark of the third.
Yeah, 9:59 to go here. A 3-goal lead for the Rockets. Just going to have to play clean here. A second goal for the Kings at any point. They got a little bit of a breath on the shorthanded goal. If they were able to get a second one, we'd have ourselves a game.
Rockets got a little sloppy at times. They got to make sure they play this one out and play it clean. Turned over. Here comes Johnson. Couple of nice moves, but Marshall able to set him down in the corner. Back behind the net, trying to center that one, bouncing around. Brazeau made the save, picked up behind the net by Elliston. Now Elliston on his forehand. A couple of nice moves to work it past a couple of Kings forwards. Now he's into the offensive zone. Knocked off his stick. Balaz, toe drag shot, fired over top of the net. Got a lot on it, but he missed wide. At the blue line here, Balaz again. His move into the skates there and picked up by Matthews. Matthews looking, fires it into the corner. There to pick it up, Zuckerman. Marshall right on him. And Marshall trying to fire that one out, turns it over. Here's German. German at the point. Stick handle stays on there. Rockets bench thought he cleared. Looked like he held the line. Wraparound chance, and that one stopped by the pad of Brazeau. Piercy trying to clear here. Takes a couple of slashes on the stick, but he dumps it in. Kings coming onto the ice there, and right is another change. Long pass there. Trying to knock it forward here. They're able to get it past, and now the Kings up to the Strathroy blue line, but not before the Rockets get it back. Just inside of center. Habib turned over. Chanderdat knocked off his stick. Johnson out muscles him down low. Johnson to try and get it back. He's able to get it up to Hewitt. Hewitt from the top of the circle. Blue line now center. He'll dump it in. Going to try and find his own rebound out front and just lost the race there. And now the icing waved off back inside the Strathroy zone. Ty Johnson up to Nelson. Nelson able to kick that one. Losing it down low. It bounces off the boards out front and covered up by Brazeau. 8:06 left here in the third. It's a 4-1 Strathroy lead.
Good on Brazeau to get the whistle there. I don't know that I agree with getting the 3 guys down deep all the time when you're taking the puck. You've got a 3-goal lead, 8 minutes to go. The full court press to me doesn't seem really necessary, and the Kings have kept a guy high, cherry picking outside the Rockets' blue line the last couple shifts. You got to be careful here.
At this point in the third, you almost got to say it turns to a defensive style of game for Strathroy, who leads by 3. Nelson now. Back to Habib just inside the Strathroy blue line. Nice pass over to Hewitt, steps in across center. His pass over Nelson, and they are offside on the play as Lewis a couple of shoves there on Nelson after the whistle here. Just trying to find any way to get himself involved is Will Lewis.
He's got to be careful too. A guy like Lewis who plays on the edge. I feel like he could just be one interaction away from a 10-minute misconduct and his night being over with less than 8 minutes left. The Kings need him in the lineup here if they have any thoughts of coming back.
One off to the side. Johnson back. Janardet tried to chase it down. A couple of nice pokes by Marshall to get it away. It'll be dumped back into the Komoka zone. Forehand pass goes off a stick. Laszlo had to spin back inside the Strathroy corner. Reverse pass. Marshall, Kane Johnson through the middle and knocked away. Got to be careful on those passes. Now down low, a chance for the Kings trying to fire one on. That one tipped off our body into the corner. Pimentel now spins, fires, and at least get it out, but the Kings back with possession. Now that pass from Coulter, Marshall will pick it up. Kane Johnson again. He'll dump it in. All the way back behind the Komoka net. Almost forcing the turnover. Bouncing puck in the slot. Now turning it over again as they come back up ice. As Glover looking to try and put one to the net. He does. Pad saved by Brazeau. Another chance here, and that clearing attempt will go off a stick and out of play. Kings pressing here. 6:48 to go in the third.
In another case where 3 Rockets went down, went down there and got north of the top of the circles there, and you're chasing the play down the other end. There's no need to have 3 guys in deep.
Zuckerman up to the point. Lewis able to keep it in. Johnson tries to spin and fire, and this one's just going to be picked up and now flipped down, and now it's going to be a foot race for it. Nice play by German to knock it away. Rockets will just dump it back in. That's Hogarth. Lewis, his pass to the middle of the ice. Johnson braces for impact as Zuckerman came flying in through the middle of the ice. Now here comes Lewis stepping in across the line. Zuckerman left side looking, shot on, and Brazeau got a piece of it. It goes over top of the net. Down low, Johnson to German, and it's going to be knocked away. A penalty on the play here will be a roughing call. And it's going to go against Lewis.
Yeah,
you mentioned he plays on the edge, and there it is.
Yeah. He just can't seem to help himself tonight. And Caden Johnston now trying to do laps around the linesman to get at somebody. Garnham's, the referee now just giving him the thumb saying, get lost here, get over to your bench. But yeah, Lewis does. He's that guy. He's a good player. But he's one of those guys, he kind of plays on the edge a little bit, and now this is his 3rd time in less than 20 minutes of playing time in the box, which is not where the Komoka Kings need him.
Kept in at the blue line now. Elliston shot through traffic. That one got tipped and goes over top of the net. Now sitting back behind the Komoka net. There to try and chase it down. Balaz has it. Nice pass. Threads the needle to Marshall. A point shot. It goes up and out of play. Blocked there by Manny.
Yeah, Darius Manny dropped to block that, and it went up and out of play. Great job by him. Trying his best to help kill this penalty off.
Marshall at the point off the face-off. Now he hands that one off. Trying to get the return. It was chipped. Kept inside. Balaz looking, shot through traffic, and Nelson on the rebound there. Tried to bat it in. Didn't have a whole lot on it. Nelson, bounce pass off the boards. Marshall Quickly over to the right side for Ellison. Now returns. Marshall looking, shot through traffic. That one stopped. Sits out front. Peary a chance, and he couldn't get the shot off there. Trying to clear as the Kings will finally get it out. It comes back to the Strathroy blue line. Elliston circles back, and now he'll grab speed as he comes up ice. Michael Elliston wide on the right side. Trying to set up the power play here for Strathroy. 55 seconds to go on the man advantage. Pass down low for Noah Nelson. It's Nelson. Works his way to the top of the circle, hands it off to Ellison. Now he gets the return pass. Nelson looking, trying to find it through traffic there. Goes off a stick and into the corner. And now turning that up ice come the Kings. Brazeau's out of his net to play it. And he'll throw it around the boards to get it over to Elliston on the left side. And they're going to blow that down on the too many men. And we've seen that numerous times tonight already, and that's the one they'll call.
If he doesn't pick the puck up when he steps on the ice, they're fine. But as soon as he got on the ice, he picked up the puck.
So with 33 seconds left on the penalty to Will Lewis, the Rockets will take a too many men on the ice call. And we'll play 33 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey.
I say it all the time, when you got both arms go up on a penalty, you know it's a penalty. Well, in this case, both a linesman and a referee were blowing that play down from different angles. Clearly too many men. An unfortunate break for the Rockets, but with only 4:48 to go, again, just play clean, keep it out of your end.
Face-off win by Hogarth finds the puck all the way back down into the Komoka zone. Kings setting up behind their net here. Still 4-on-4 hockey. Ice opened up. GOJHL going to dump it in. Got to the blue line. No, it takes a hop off the boards in the corner for Laszlo. And he cycles it back to Johnson. Now back to Laszlo. Quick pass finds its way over. Hewitt just inside the Strathroy side of center. Tries to go back for Johnson. Carter McElwain right on both of them here. Got to make sure they keep the puck away from him. Hogarth will fire one in, and Hage comes out of his net to stop it here. It's the Kings power play now, 1 minute and 15 seconds. 4:04 to go in the hockey game. 4-1 Strathroy leads. Manny through the middle, down the ice, and picked up on a hop by Brazeau. He'll cover up and get the whistle.
Well, with 3:56 to go, 1:08 left here on the power play. Penalty kill's been solid all night long. To say this is huge with a 3-goal lead might be a bit extreme, but they can kill this off, go a long way to seal in the win.
Marshall off the glass. Nice play by Manny to keep it in, and then the pass will go off the skate and kept in by Manny. Zuckerman, he's down low. Knocked off his stick. Manny's pass intercepted by Hogarth, and Hogarth will spin coming through the middle of the ice there, and then he'll take his own time, dump it in, and go for a line change.
Great job by Hogarth. Pick that off. Didn't do anything fancy, just kill some clock.
Down the ice and icing.
Yes.
Yeah, a little bit late on the call there, but it certainly was not touched by the Kings, and it'll bring the faceoff back to the Komoka zone.
German attempted to touch it as it went sailing by him on the far line there. He didn't get it. So that one will hurt the Kings a little bit now, bring the faceoff back into their own zone. 37 to go on the power play.
Winning the draw, bringing it up through the middle of the ice. They'll dump it into the corner. Carter McElwain chasing with Johnston down low. Back behind the net here. Holding on to it on his forehand. He'll circle around the perimeter, hand it over to Carter McElwain. Point shot through traffic, and it goes just wide of the side of the goal. And now it comes down the other ice. Here comes Elliston. Elliston a chance, cuts to the net here. Backhand. Oh, and it stopped there. Nice save by Hage. I don't know if he got a piece of it or if Elliston missed the backhand.
I think he got with the toe after he missed the poke check.
And the Kings are offside here on the play.
Zuckerman almost pulled a groin trying to hold that line. Darius Manny not liking it at all. And Zuckerman giving all sorts of attitude to Williams, the linesman here, now gesturing at him. He believes he held the line. The only guy who matters didn't believe it.
Face-off one, Rockets had control. Kings took it back, and onto the ice here comes Montesi, and we're back to even strength. Kings offside again there. That was Johnson touching the puck with the Kings offside, and not as many arguments this time around. 2:39 to go here in the third.
One of those things where you just feel like every call goes against you when the night hasn't gone your way.
Laszlo back behind the net, got Chanardette chasing him down, fires it around the boards, able to get that one over to Pimentel. Pimentel, nice pass to Laszlo. Laszlo, right side, steps in across the blue line, looking for a shot. That one was blocked. Now to Dundas. Back down low for Hogarth. Hogarth holds on to it. Still holding, looking on goal. That one stopped. Looking out front, Hage, able to get his stick in the lane. Now Hogarth spins, fires. It goes off a skate and wide over to the left side. Kings will pick this one up at their own blue line, fire it down the ice, and it'll be an icing call here against the Kings. Just over 2 minutes to go in the third.
No. Oh, they're going to sneak a change there. Ethan Matthews kind of snuck off when nobody was looking there. Coulter coming on in his stead.
Kings from their own zone. It's going to be Lewis looking over to the left side. His pass knocked away. And Perry steps in. Perry's shot on. And that one over top of the goal. I think it got tipped on its way to the net there.
No, deflected out of play.
Minute 48 here. High spirits over on the Strathroy bench. And barring anything late here, we'll skate to a win on this Tuesday night. Off the boards, it's Velaz out front to Nelson. Nelson couldn't get the shot off there, had it knocked away. Might have looked for the pass to Perry. Now down low, Coulter with Nelson right on him here. Still battling hard here late in the third period. Lewis around the boards to the corner. Holmes back to Lewis. His pass tried to go right through the middle here. Over top of the stick and down the ice. And Lukings chasing it down. Might have been the first one to get there. Doesn't matter. It's an icing. As we limp our way to the finish the same way we limped out of the gates in this hockey game.
The last 2 minutes is going to take as long to play as the first 2 minutes did.
All the way around the boards here. Rockets keep it inside the Komoka zone. Lewis back behind the net. Nelson now. Nelson looks right side. Had Perry just about 5 feet off to the right side as Perry's taken down. Coming forward now, the Kings step inside, and they take two of them to take him down here. And now Lukings, a little snow shower for Matthew Brazeau, but he'll shake that one off.
Bit of a twofer there for sure.
Exactly a minute to go here in the third. And Eldon, if you were to pick a storyline from tonight's game, I'm going to take the Rockets' penalty kill.
Absolutely.
Kept the Kings to 0 for 7 on the man advantage tonight.
It was huge when the game was in doubt. Like when it was still scoreless, the penalty kill was huge. Definitely the big reason for the win.
Ten Hag had it knocked away. Johnson back to Ten Hag. He steps into the blue line here and just fires it to the net. And that will, a little hit after the whistle from Tidgewell, and this will draw a crowd back behind the Komoka net.
Yeah, and then Habib came in and buried Tidgewell. Little tit for tat there.
And now Laszlo, and you guessed it. Here is Manny back behind the Kings net, getting into it.
Kane Johnson involved as well. All 10 skaters are behind the goal line in the Komoka zone as Darius Manny invites Laszlo, and here they go.
Oh, it's Laszlo and Manny right out front of the goal. Oh, and he takes down Laszlo. Laszlo still trying to get to him, and he's back up onto his feet, but both linesmen in there.
And they're both throwing over and over above the linesman. Oh my Lord, Darius Manny.
Careful, yeah, he had the referee's head there. He's got to be careful.
He is reaching over top. They will not stop. And poor Williams, the linesman, in between here.
And they
just backed off. Good for them. Good for the
down
officials.
To the ice, and now they come back in. Yeah, they should have backed off a little bit earlier, I think, but they made the good call to get out of there.
What should have happened was both players stopped throwing punches as Darius Manny going full-on Federal League here. I don't know if he had a handful of Williams' helmet, and Williams, if you didn't catch it, is the linesman. Trying to reach over top to keep throwing punches at Laszlo, who was giving as good as he got.
And with 45.6 to go, the circus continues on here on this Tuesday night in Strathroy. Is equipment being picked up from down low.
Yeah, full-on yard sale out here after that fight.
Yeah, in typical fashion, all it started with maybe a little poke on the glove on a cover-up.
Yep, that's all it takes, especially in a game that's had high emotion. 2 5-minute majors, one for each team throughout the course of the game. Players who haven't returned, as we said, Chris Crocker never did return after the boarding major by Caden Faulkner. But Manny and Laszlo decided they were going to go when the other 8 were behind the goal line. And it looks like
the lone penalty on the board is
Kane Johnson.
Yeah, I think Kane Johnson in the box.
They took it off. Get an impromptu interview by our photographer extraordinaire. Like, they got to get out of here with no more of this. As it is, like, you're probably looking at suspensions on both sides. You've got boarding major, you've got a charging major. Now you've got a fight in the final minute of the game. Injuries and suspensions, like, you've got to be careful here.
This is and on both sides of things, you're both short tonight. You're both come into the game down guys, whether it's through injuries or whatnot. And now you're going to be looking at possible suspensions after the fact. You're not just getting kicked out of this game. You fight late in the game like this, you're getting another game.
Yeah. And neither team can afford this. Busy week for both clubs.
And now Tidgewell will go to the box.
Well, Tidgewell started
I was going to say, surprising that he was on the ice and still hasn't made his way to the box yet.
He was the first cross-check.
He was the first cross-checked after the slash, if you will, on the glove, the little poke on the glove of Omar Hage. It was Tidgewell with the cross-check, and then Habib coming in, and then 8 guys behind the goal line before Darius Manny and Alex Laszlo made their way out to the Rockets logo just inside the blue line to have a little dance. 30 seconds to go here. It'll be brought up ice just inside the Strathroy line. Cut to the net there. Knocked away. Brazeau over, and Brazeau makes a save. Arm is up on the play. It's going to Strathroy.
It's going to be a holding call.
Finally kicked back up to the stick there, and 17 seconds to go here. It was a hold, no doubt. I'm surprised he's going to call it here.
Ty gives him the little, really?
And he'll go join his brother in the box.
Yeah. It was a hold, for sure. And I don't blame the officials for trying to, keep a lid on it. You don't know which grab or which slash might be the next one to cause a row on the ice.
Down low, Marshall fires it off the glass, bouncing puck past Coulter, and Coulter back out to center. 10 seconds to go here. It's Lewis. Almost turning it over. Pimentel chipped back, and that'll do it here. The time will expire.
Skate away.
And the horn will go, and the Rockets skate away to a 4-1 win here on home ice on this Tuesday night.
Oh, boys.
And a celebration with Matthew Brazeau, who tonight was good, keeping the Kings to just 1 goal.
Well, I have to say, yes, the penalty killing by all means was, to me, the big story of the night for the Rockets. And the 3 goals in 63 seconds in the last few minutes of the first period. Little did we know it basically put the game away. One more power play goal by Perry here in the 3rd period. At which point the only thing to decide was whether or not Brazeau would get the clean sheet. A shorthanded goal by Holmes fixed that.
So it's a 4-1 win here for Strathroy, ending the 5-game losing streak and picking up a big 2 points here as they work their way towards the end of the regular season. Caden Hogarth's goal at 17:04 of the first period ends up being the game winner for Strathroy in a string of 3 in 63 seconds, as you mentioned there, in that opening period of play. Matthew Brazeau will get the win in goal tonight for Strathroy. The Rockets will be back in action Friday night in St. Thomas from the Railway City. We'll have the broadcast there, 7:30 puck drop on the air shortly before. We hope you can join us there as the Rockets see if they can make it 2 in a row and a big 2 points on the line against the St. Thomas Stars.
Yeah, team they're looking to chase down in the standings.
That does it for us tonight here. Rockets victorious over the Komoka Kings from Noah Smith Eldon Dunseith. We thank you for listening with us and watching along on Hockey TV, and we'll see you Friday from St. Thomas.